Welcome, thank you for meeting with me. I wanted to share with you how Jake is doing in class and show you examples of his work, and feel free to ask me any questions along as we go through everything. We use FAST assessment in the classroom to keep track of how students are doing, and the purpose of this assessment is to identify what students are and are not on track for reading success, and this gives us a way to monitor their progress throughout the year. There are many different categories within FAST assessment, and then at the end there's an overall composite score. So the reason we do these tests is because there's so many aspects of reading that your child needs to learn in order to be a good reader. And then there are benchmarks for FAST assessment, and benchmarks represent the lowest score that passes the screening. So any score lower than this score means they're at risk or need additional support. So the first category here is words correct per minute. These words are sight words that we want students to be able to automatically identify as they see them. So here's an example of the sight words Jake's reading right now. Our goal for first graders in the fall is that we want them to identify 20 words in that minute. So right now Jake is reading 15 words correct per minute, which is not bad, but he does need to work on them a little bit more. So one way I'm going to work on this in the classroom is to have a word wall where the students will read from that daily to practice sight words. And I'll also send home some flashcards so you can work on them at home with them too. The next category is word segmenting, which is the focus of individual sounds. So I would give Jake a word and I would ask him what sounds make up that word. So for example, if I asked Jake to tell me what the sounds make up the word dog, he would say d, g. And Jake is doing great in this category. The goal for this is 26, and right now he is exactly at that goal of 26. So the next category is nonsense words. And nonsense words are words that can't be known by sight. So he would have to use phonics to decode them. These are not real words. You couldn't find them, you wouldn't say them in real life. So some examples of these words are shap or diff. So he would use phonics to pronounce these words. And Jake is excelling in this category. The benchmark is 9, he's at a 12. I'm very happy where he's at when it comes to nonsense words. The last category is sentence reading. In this category, students are given a sentence at a time, and then after they read that sentence, we would flip to the next sentence. Our goal for this category is that students are to be able to successfully read 18 sentences. Now this is an item that Jake needs to work on because he is currently successfully reading 6 sentences. Here's some examples of the sentences Jake are reading. This is an area I'm going to work on with him in the classroom. So since he's only reading 6 sentences successfully, and we want him to be reading 18, I'm going to give him some independent reading time in the classroom. I might have him read the same book twice daily as we go through it together. And then one thing you can do at home is have him read maybe a book before bed each night.
What if we don't have a lot of books at our house?
I can provide you with books so that we can work together to improve his overall sentence reading score.
Okay, thank you.
And then the overall composite score goal we have for students is 34, and Jake is right there at 33. So there are areas that we need to work harder on, but he's doing very well right now, and I'm confident by the winter assessment that Jake will be where we need him to be in all categories. So do you have any questions or concerns for me?
No.
All right, well, thank you for meeting with me, and I'll keep you updated on how Jake is doing, and feel free to call or email me if you have any questions.